Thanks for seeing me at such short notice. One of the best things about making these videos every week, as I have for the last 4 years, is this ability to sort of check in, not just physically but mentally with where I'm at. Let me just start off by saying all the things that I'm thinking about at the minute, they're all first world issues. I know how lucky I am, and I'm very appreciative of what I have, where I live, who I live with, everything else. But I feel like life's like a...
Life was like a box of chocolates.
It's like a load of plates that we sort of spin to keep going back and checking in on when they're wobbling. Some of the plates we sort of choose ourselves. Some of them are thrust upon us by the world. And for the most part, in the last sort of year and a half, also since Beck's finished the treatment, sort of felt like I've been able to get, you know, all the wobbling plates under control. Just going back and checking in on them. But for the most part, it's all right. And the last couple of days definitely felt like having to chase around and deal with more wobbling plates. And it's a load of things. I mean, some of them are the same things that everyone worries about, you know, the absolute state of this country and, well, the world really, the polarisation that it seems to be in, and the instability and finances of the country. You know, the people that are much less fortunate than me, it all bothers me. I feel very fortunate to be in a position where, you know, I'm much more comfortable off than others, but it's not about me, it's about the broader picture. Anyway, that's one thing. Then there's the sort of, I think it's been playing on my mind, is the responsibility really of, you know, sometimes my students, they're coming up to the end of their 3 years. Some of them, I teach a lot of third years. That's a big journey for them. They've all been through sort of 2 years of COVID, really. It's been a really tricky experience for them. And I take my responsibility towards them really seriously. And I worry about them a lot. Then there's the sort of pressure of the family side of things, the husband and the dad. And the fact that it sort of falls to me. Morning. You didn't say hello. The responsibility of just sort of taking care of all those guys. You know, I feel like a lot of the time I'm lent on, you know, and I haven't got anyone to lean on. I think that's the pressure a lot of people feel is, you know, who do I lean on? Everyone leans on me, sort of thing. I wouldn't change it for the world, but I felt quite recently, you know, with the house and the kids and, you know, holidays coming up and all this kind of stuff, it sort of impacts. And I have noticed it in the last couple of, in the last week or so. You know, the sort of training things there. I'm not saying that it's gone out the window, not in the slightest bit. I'm still doing really well. It's not like the wheels have come off at all. It's almost as if I've noticed one of the wheels needs a bit of air put in it, but I think that's the important thing, isn't it? Is to not deal with these issues when they're big issues, but to look at them when they're small issues and do something about it. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm not in this deep, dark place. So the body's always trying to get back to homeostasis, isn't it? This idea of like equilibrium, a balance, really. Everything that Buddha and Confucius and Taoism kind of steers towards, this idea of balance. And our body's always trying to get back there with heart rate and blood pressure and all those other things, homeostasis. And I feel like I'm just dipping underneath that at the moment. I'm just dipping underneath this sort of level of homeostasis. Sometimes I'm above it, sometimes below it, and when I'm below it, I need to check in, and that's where I'm at. So I think one of the biggest things that's sort of pressuring me at the minute is the roof coming off the garage. New one going on. I know it sounds like a small thing, but in the grand scheme of things, it's a big outlay for us. And obviously it's where I'm going to be working from. And also that, you know, it's a big part of the house renovation, really, because that's a big part of the property. And in the future, when we come to sell it, it's got to be done properly so that it can be part of, you know, the estate Not like that at all, but it's a big part of the property. It needs to be done properly, and it's all on me to get it done in budget and on time and properly. And I think that's probably what's just pushed me right to the edge a little bit in this last couple of weeks. Oh look, put a new path in. This is new. Oh, this used to be proper track. It used to be like that the whole way along. They've done this. Anyone think council budgets were needing to be spent? Wow, this is insane. They've literally, this is a brand new road. Wow. I don't know whether to be impressed or not. I like trail running, but this is cool. Actually, do you know what? I've literally just decided this is not cool. We should be putting in less of this stuff. It's terrible for drainage, terrible for flooding, and this is a massive floodplain. That's why nobody's built on this, and they just put this in, which is going to cause more flooding issues. These won't be able to cope. Oh look, that's how the trail used to be. So I'm assuming they've done this as access for a farmer, or maybe for the new Hinkley Point power station. But anyway, nice as this is, I should have left it like that. Oh. But that's what's coming up, and that's how I feel at the minute. So I'm gonna have a good think about what I can do, what I need to do. And part of that, I think, is just acknowledging that it's there. Oh, you know what I've done? I've inadvertently turned left, and now I'm on the long run route. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing the long run. My error. Anyway, thanks for listening. I'll be interested to know really where you guys are at in the comments, to see where, I know a lot of you that watch these videos are like me, kind of middle-aged blokes. Not all of you, but some of you are, and that's what I am, and that's what I can relate to. But I'm sure everybody has these pressures. So let's talk about this a bit in the comments below. Let's make this something we talk about. Where are you at the minute? Because, you know, like 7 days ago I was on top of the world, a bit above that level of homeostasis, feeling content and joyous. This last 7 days I've just taken that dip, and I don't really want to go any lower, and part of it is making these videos. So I thank you for being my therapist. Very one-sided conversation, but we can use the comments below. So I thought I'd chuck this in as a little mid-April check-in. Take it easy, try and smile a bit. That's what I'm going to do, and enjoy this lovely spring day. It's not raining, it's not too cold. Peace out. You know what? I actually feel so much better for getting out for a run. It was a brilliant run, thoroughly enjoyed it, nice and easy, 55 minutes or something. And just talking it through. You know, it makes such a difference to actually say these things out loud sometimes. So yeah, thanks for listening.